Team South Africa, which won both the men's relay finals and placed third in the women's 4x400 meters at the recently concluded World Relay Championships in China, is expected to touch down at the OR Tambo International Airport at 4 p.m. or thereabout this afternoon. The two-day event served as a qualifier for the World Championships in Tokyo in September. Our reporter Khotso Sello is at the international arrivals to welcome the team and officials. Khotso, a proud moment for South Africa's track and field.
A proud moment indeed, Vuyo, as we know that the men's 4x100 meter won gold in that final, where Akani Simbini and his colleagues showed character as they took gold in a season's best of 37.61 seconds. And they actually won that race by 0.05 seconds for their second world relay gold following their triumph in Poland back in 2021. And as I've mentioned, we are at the airport where we will be welcoming the team who are expected to be here. And also you must remember, not only did the 4x1 quartet win gold, the 4x4 quartet also went and grabbed gold, and they did us really proud. And not only did that men's team bring medals, we also got a bronze in the women's 4x4 as well. And I'd like to touch on a little bit on the 4x4 race, which a lot of people were slightly surprised that South Africa went on to win gold there. And I think the leg that everybody was really impressed by was, the youngster, the 17-year-old, who was able to run that very tight leg to make sure that Zakhelenene, has nobody in front of him, and he goes all the way to claim that gold. And I move one of the parents here, who is a proud parent. His child was at the World Athletics Championships. How do you feel at this moment as a proud parent of somebody who's done the country proud?
We just feel blessed. It's amazing the way he ran. I know him. I know what's in him, and I saw when that Botswana runner was in front of him. I just knew that guy went out too fast. He just went out too fast, and I know my son's strategy. And I saw the Botswana guy got lactic. So I knew Cookie's going to come and just going to kind of eat him up. And I know my son. I know his power, but his history is short distance sprinting. As a youngster, that's where he comes from. So we've only started running 400 at grade 7. So yeah, I just knew.
And I mean, if people at home are wondering who this athlete is Leendert Kukkelmoer. I mean, only a teenager at this current moment, but being able to have nerves of steel and be able to be as comfortable as he was in that race, to make sure that our anchor, Zakhelenene, has nobody in front of him. Is it something he's grown up with? Where does he get that kind of mentality?
So yeah, he's maybe still a youngster. He's 17 years old, but he's a grown-up in athletics. He's very mature. That's his passion. That's what God blessed him with, is that talent. It's just what he wants to do in life. It's just what he wants to go forward and make a bigger success in his life.
And as a parent, I know you've had a lot of days and nights where you have to take your child to training, where you have to make sure he eats right, and making certain sacrifices, I guess, financially as well. How does it feel to finally see all these sacrifices coming to fruition?
All I can say, God's got a plan. It's not my time; it's His time. It's just amazing. Sacrifices for sure. Now he's got a smaller sister. She also endures lots of sacrifices. We train 4 times a week. We drive up and down. My wife takes him up and down. I take him sometimes up and down. We fly up and down, competitions all over. But it's a sacrifice. But all I can say, the pieces is finally coming to pass.
And I mean, you said he started off in the shorter sprints. Which events did he specialize in? And also, when did the transition happen for him to get into the 400 and find himself as a teenager into Team South Africa?
So he started off at the age of 5. There was a more normal crash run, a fun run. And he was 20 meters ahead of everybody. He was really a skinny little toothpick legs, my guy. And so yes, from there on we started coaching. At the age of 8 and 9, he won the 60 meters and 80 meters essays in Durban. So that's where he started off, the 60 and 80 meters. And then he could he progressed into the 80s and 100s. And so at the age in grade 7, we actually swapped him to 800. He didn't like it because it's a hard training. 800 is not for the normal person, it's long distance. So he didn't like it, and then we brought him back at grade 8 to, then we actually 400. That year he was coming up. You can see there something is coming. He come down, something is coming. So we saw, and then at grade 9, he won essays in Bloemfontein under 15, under 16, sorry. And then the next year, under 8, he won the under 18s. He was only 15 years old. Then obviously he went to the African champs there. He got 3 medals, 1 bronze and 2 silver. So that's progressing. So it's good. It's good. He's got a passion for running, guys. That's all I can say.
Well, a proud father there, Leendert Kukumur's father, just giving us a brief history of this young man's life as to how he got into this world-beating team, the 4x4 team. But as you can see, the people here are here to welcome them in song. There's scores of people coming in their drips and drabs. It is a working day, so people are coming from work. Others are coming from school. The flight was supposed to land at 4:10 this afternoon, but it looks like it's arrived a little bit earlier. The Qatar Airways QR 1377 flight will be here at exactly 4 o'clock this afternoon. So we will bring you a little bit more once the athletes have touched down here at OR Tambo International. It's back to you in studio.
Khotso Sello at the OR Tambo International Airport, where, of course, the South African team is expected to land any minute from now, and the visuals you're seeing are of people who are there to welcome them. And we will, of course, be crossing live to OR Tambo International Airport as soon as they land and as soon as they are able to speak to the people who are gathered there to welcome them.